Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I want your head a little bit like. Look at me a little bit. Look at me.
Yeah.
Look at me. Now, can you see that diploma there? Can you see that diploma? Good. I want you looking right at that diploma.
She can't see that.
Well, she's got
I'm wearing
she's got her
one
left
Okay,
hand.
great.
So I want you to look right at that diploma. Okay. Okay. So how long does this set?
How long?
Are you saying this doesn't?
But he
set
will
at
get
all?
disturbed. Acha, my hand is blocking, na?
And this goes in. How long does it?
Just
You put it in. Okay. And you use this. Is this your flat on the bottom?
Okay.
this is the top.
Flat on the bottom.
This
Okay,
won't
so you
do
don't have-
anything to my
Your
collar.
camera.
No, this is really, really good. It's really good.
Sure, here.
Okay. So you fill it?
So you just, go on pressing. Yeah.
Okay. So you fill this. And then we do one long pull. Like this. Keeping it down
So,
in there.
so that the air bubble won't come in. He's putting it down and just pushing it in, so there is no air bubble. Right. So he's filled up that, and he's just trying to make it flat. If there is any air bubble or anything, it will just come up. And now he's going to insert that. You can go in.
Well, I want to get rid of that bubble.
So he's going to hold it in the upper limb, no anesthesia required.
Okay, so you just look right there. It's real
No
comfortable.
pain, no discharge, no nothing. So he's inserting in the upper lip first.
It's real comfortable. Just keep looking at it. Keep looking at it. You're good. Keep looking at it. Okay, just look. Good, good. Just keep looking.
Yeah.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Thank you so much.
Just breathe. Take a good breath.
Yeah.
Just breathe. It's okay. It's okay. Okay? All right.
Yes.
It doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Okay?
It doesn't
Yes,
hurt.
yes.
Okay. 2 to 3 minutes.
Yeah.
All right. That's right. Just breathe. You're good. You're good. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. Just relax.
Yeah, I'll get it.
She's a physician, young physician. I won't describe the whole case, but she had been fit elsewhere, and the lenses were too small, and she had a lot of conjunctival congestion, heaping, and chalasis of the conjunctiva. So she couldn't go without her. She couldn't go without her lens because she just couldn't function. And she's a practicing physician. I'm sorry, this keeps going. But anyway. Can you hear me? Can you? Check that. Anyway, so she couldn't. There you go. Okay. She couldn't. I don't think it's working. She couldn't do without her lens. So I printed over this relic-tatic.
Don't try to do anything.
Okay. Okay. I thought you said keep mode. Okay. Whatever. Anyway, so I printed over a conjunctiva that wasn't ideal. We knew it would change. So, but as she wore the iPrint lens, it did settle out over about 6 or 8 weeks, and then we were able to go with that lens and just make modifications. So it's great. It's once you get a good mold, you're home free for all.
Thank you. Prasad wants to comment anything?
Sure. Good luck with the money.
Yeah. So in the meantime, Prasad talk, I want to show this filling and insertion.
So now what's the impression you have taken?
Yes.
What's the next source?
So please speak in the mic so that
It's not-
people.
it's-
The whole idea is
It's not
they should
working.
listen what-
Hello. Can you hear the back? Can you hear the back? Come in for it.
Move up so that the mics will work.
The mics are dying. Mic नहीं चल रहा है Okay, so my question was, now the impression has been taken, and now sir said that particular model will go as in the lab.
That's
So,
right.
Taking typically labs three or third trial, fourth trial. So when you do this kind of a printing actually, so how many
Usually
days
second
you
lens
time?
works.
Yeah.
The first lens comes back, which is fitting perfectly because it's impression. The power is off, but it has some power. So you just do the work correction, tell them this is the power, the next lens comes, done, finish.
So maximum that second
It
lens.
comes with the power. Yeah. So the success rate is 2 lenses per eye. That
So
answers the
less
question.
cost cutting that way for manufacturing process.
Yeah, yeah. So now I'll just insert these lenses because we have to show all other lenses also. So this is normal saline, injection normal saline, NaCl 0.9%, 100 ml. So there you go. So it's her lenses only. So we are just trying to fill up with the normal saline. We don't want any air bubble here, otherwise the air bubble will trap. Thoda bowl pani air bubble will come. So I'm filling it up again and just put a fluorescent strip here so that we can put a little dye just to show you what whether the lens is touching. It's a sterile. High glow or normal? So there are two types of fluorescence we get, high glow and normal. High glow we use for the soft lenses, and this is a regular fluorescence, this is a normal saline. So I'm going to insert in the eye so that you can see how I do it. I'll show you. Yeah. So, tissue.
Put some tissue on one side.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, so I'm going to insert the lens. I ask patient to look down a little bit, chin in, because I can't do the lens like this, otherwise water will fall down. So I have to make her look down, then hold the lower lid. You can see, you go the camera down, yeah. So I'm holding the lower lid and just, that's it. So it is in. Now we'll need to put her on a slit lamp to see a closer look. But can you see?
You also need that.
See, it is touching in the center. Can you see that? Right? Can you see that? So the lens is not
Fitting well.
fitting good, and that's the reason she is
You
complaining.
can put downlight the light, right?
But
I'll just put the peripheral.
so what has to be done? The vault has to be increased. Now, unfortunately,
Look at me, please. Look at me. Yeah, it is a bubble, huge bubble. So possibly it was touching to
height.
what is that?
No, diameter is different and the vault is different. Sag has to be increased. AC depth, it's 330, so this is like almost 5'7" or something. It's more than normal. And a normal scleral lens, the way we make, the laser machine also has a limitation. How much in there it can do. So that's where the hybrid pro technology comes in. And whatever may be the sag, I think you have done 6.5 or something, right? Or 7.2.
My highest was like almost 7,000, like 7,000, but there was Jeff Sonsino, they go up to 8. He had like an 8,200.
The diameter of this lens is 18.2, 18.5. The more sag you get, usually you have to have a larger base, so larger diameter. So good question. So this lens needs to be, remade, and with the latest technology what is available, they don't have. So we have to go with the higher technology. Of course, it's easy for us to tell, but for the patient point of view, it's the money. And she's been spending money since she was 14. So whatever she earns, she's putting in. But in the US, how much do you charge for hybrid? She's okay. She can.
$8,800. No, everything. The lens, one eye print lens to the patient is $2,800.
One eye print to the patient is 2,800.
That's the lens. And I charge my fitting fees.
Yeah, that's saying that's what the company would
In
charge.
India, it is 4,50,000 rupees for a pair. It starts from there, and then we have some addition. See, their charging methods are different. They build up a lot of other stuff, and they charge extra.
8,000 you said, including everything. Yeah.
So I'm going to remove this lens again and put a normal saline and put the lens back. So that so just look at her how she removes.
One second. This is Paul again. What do you want?
the remover, right?
Okay, so we have plungers.
Yeah. Now she's just removing it. Okay, so I'm going to just clean the lens again. Okay. I wash my hands before I touch, so my hands are clean. Then here is my plunger. Nikalo. So there are two things. One is plunger, one is suction cup. The suction cup is famous as DMV in the US because the DMV used to make it. So we call it just suction cup. And this is a plunger what I'm using because many people use these names alternatively. So I'm just going to use this, wash it off. Whatever is inside, I want to just rinse it off so that the preservative in the solution doesn't remain in that. And then you can just fill up with a normal saline. Now some patients do get discharge or midday fogging they call it. If they have allergic conjunctivitis and all. Stephen Johnson syndrome patient will have every 2 hours. So many times what we do is we put a little viscous saline in that, like unims that you get for unpreserved unims. So you fill up with that and you allow patients to wear it. They can wear it for a longer time. Now you can wear it now. So look how she does. She goes up the lips with this finger, lower lip, Another thing that we do is something called fluorescein dye test. The first thing I did is I just put the fluorescein and put the lens, so it's easy for me to know what is going on. If my vault is okay, my lens is perfect, then I want to see whether there is no 360-degree suction effect. So how do I find out? So I put a fluorescein, like let patient wear the lenses, I put the fluorescein on the conjunctiva and let patient blink and the fluorescein will slowly go inside. If it goes inside, that means there is no suction, 360 degree. There will be points where the lens is sitting. This is what I am talking about Boston scleral lenses that I was trained and I was doing because we used to have a spherical lens. Now it is aspheric or irregular sclera. So it is going to have some pressure point somewhere. But we used to fit it like no 360 degree. If there is a 360 degree suction and we cannot do anything, then we used to use little channels inside. So the technology went ahead and now the person people came up with the toric haptics. So you can have a quadrant specific torics. So if you think in one area you want to go down or go up or whatever. So it is still quadrant specific. Again, to avoid that and come up with a better technology, that is hybrid flow, where you don't have to worry about it. You just take the impression and exactly even the blood vessels will be duplicated in that. Of course, because the cost and only individual patients will do that, like pigmentilla or this patient has been operated for glaucoma or some elevation of the sclera where these lenses cannot be used. So, thank you very much. Wow. See, that's why the lens was touching. It was the sample lens that I was holding in my hand. So that's why it was touching. Now let us take this out and put her own lens and see whether there is an issue with the film or not. Can you remove that? So we'll remove this lens.
I can do it.
Yeah. This is your lens. I'll clean it and
what's your average wear time? It's so bad when the forcing superior bulbar conjunctiva. I did those to forcing strip for each eye. Taking back, we're doing OCT. Yeah. To look at the clearance. And by the time I see it in the room, it's been 10 to 15 minutes after the forcing. You can look and see some of that forcing. I want some to exchange. Someone was asking me earlier about the fog, and you can't do much. So after 15 minutes of forcing, some, I want to see some. So that's all.
Yeah, now there's a little difference of opinion here. When they call tear exchange, I don't call it a tear exchange because if I do this with the fluorescein will remain there. That is not an exchange of tears.
Right.
Since the fluorescein has a different molecule, it will just penetrate inside. That doesn't mean whatever the solution was there, it got, during the course of the day, it will get replaced with the natural tear. No, it doesn't happen. Whatever I put it here, it stays there. So little different, exchange. It's not an exchange, but yes. But what he said is that you want to see that it's entering inside, so that there is no suction. So this is her lens. Can you see how big lens is this? It's a So really quite odd shape. So I'm asking her only to insert the lens just to reduce the trauma. If it becomes cloudy, you change. Otherwise, it will last. Like in normal patients, it lasts for 12 hours, 14 hours, 18 hours. This is a Boston flare.
Now we'll see the fluorescein.
Yeah. So, Prasad, blue light.
I got it.
So everybody carries the blue light. You can see? Yeah. So you need this. You don't need this also. You need. Okay. So this will increase the contrast. This is good fit, right? Good fit. See, it is landing out. It's not touching on the limbus. So this is good fit, but haptics are still pressing, on the. So we'll just remove this lens and put a normal saline back.
This is very good. So that was the
Sorry,
trial.
yes. See, Prasad was like, how can this happen? Who is that fellow in LV Prasad?
My question is that
Yeah, she wants to ask a question. Okay.
because actually from the day one that I've tried these pros lenses, I have a complaint that I have my very red eye, and which cannot be corrected. So the question is that should you then still continue using it or
Discontinue. Correct. So the question is, she has a problem, so still whether she should continue with that problematic lens or just discontinue. She can't discontinue because her life depends on it.
I think what I feel, because you have a very high kind of procedure, and because they're trying to give it without touching the cornea, because there is a huge amount of dome created, and far the portion which is resting on the white portion, that has to be there to match the underlying sclera, because see, it cannot be like a honeycomb.
Thank you, Priyanka. The next person who would like to call on is Dr. Roma. They are on residence here at Bombay Hospital. And then you have what you got.
Your pleasure, once we have got it.
Then I call upon Sahil, who is an optometrist here.
You can discuss with Prasad if you want to.
Go ahead. I want you to please come and hand over the remote to him. Thank you, Isha.
No, I have actually two, three
Very good job,
surgeries.
sir.
These two.
Thank you very for everything. Your contribution was something that was not noticed, but behind the scene you have done a wonderful job.
So can I see her once?
Yeah, sure. We'll take another chair. So you continue seeing her, and we'll continue with the thing. maybe give me that chair so you can sit here.
I can stand.
Yes. Thank you. Okay. So now we have Mayuri. Mayuri Bhosle. Thank you for being so kind and allowing us. So she has about -5 diopters of myopia. Any astigmatism? Great. This is a simple case, and FDA approves up to -5. So it's perfect case for us. In reality, we fit up to -8 or -12, -19 also with any kind of cylinders. Yashwant has showed you how we design the lenses. We have a presbyopic correction also in ortho-K. So there are a variety of stuff. Most of the children nowadays have cylindrical powers, and if you go to a newcomer who's in the ortho-K, they say, sorry, we can't fit them. But now with the latest designing techniques, we can fit even only cylinder. It's really amazing. So what we are going to do is, she's going to put a little paragon because she's the first time wearer. So just to give a little comfortable feel for her. So she has put a paragon in the right eye.
See, ideally, one should not be using paracaine before any contact lens fitting. Paracaine is an exception. I don't know why. No, it doesn't necessarily. Because when you are doing a trial of orthokeratology, if you put the lens in, if you allow the patient for an adaptation period, then the cornea will start flattening, and then your second pair assessment will go wrong. So what you need to do is put paracaine, put the lens in, check the fitting immediately. If the lens is not fitting well, remove it. It's not working. And then remove it. And another thing why we are putting paracaine right now is we have used a trial method called as eeny, meeny, miny, mo, because we haven't even checked our topography or K readings. We're just taking a lens from the trial set and putting it in her eye. So this is not the right first lens. But still we're just putting it.
Anybody wants to go home, Ari? You can go. If you want. I'm going to finish this. Okay. So, so Yashwant is going to try just any ortho-K lens on her eye, and what we are trying to show you is how to see the fluorescent pattern. So now these lenses are, all the lenses have a target power. And how much is the target power on this? Okay, so target power is -2 on this. All the lenses, if you check their power, it's plus 0.75 or plus 1.25. This is plus 1.25. Right? So every company has a different. That's called Jessen factor. So when you put a lens on, when you remove it, the cornea bounces back. So that's a Jessen factor. Blue light, please. Tom, can we have your blue light? Blue light and Sangeeta?
Looks straight.
So here the lens in the eye and थोड़ा straight जाओ नीचे 90 degree.
Blink करो, 2-3 बार blink करो.
Now what here you want to see is the central touch. The lens has to touch थोड़ा सा दूर होगा.
So now we can safely conclude that the mini really doesn't work so well, but still it is showing the bullseye pattern. It's gradually coming, so just give it about 1 minute's time.
कॅमेऱ्याजवळ घे ना टॉर्च लांब.
Can you see the bullseye pattern?
Yes.
Actually this is not called bullseye pattern. Bullseye pattern is
Yeah.
but
So this is not a 100% accurate fit, but it's fairly close. So if you measure the K readings, if you see the corneal topography data, and then select your first trial lens, 99% of the times the first lens fits very well. So the right fluorescent pattern is black, green, black, green. So in the center it will be black, then it will be green back, then again black, and then finally the edge will be green back. Do you guys have another question?
इसको magnify मत करो. close for 1 hour and she will start minus 2.
If something will even go in the cornea pairing, that time you have to change one of these pairs to
फोटो देखा ना था
but you should not attempt to correct the internal astigmatism because the lens will be towards it. Okay. So the ready-made lenses 1.75 can be there.
So what we mean by ready-made lenses is there are different companies. There is a very famous company called Euclid. So you just have to give H1, K1, K2, HVID and power. They will make a lens and send it back. It's very easy. It will correct up to 1/3 of a astigmatism. The power has to be more than like if it's -3, then -1 cylinder can be corrected. If it is not limbal to limbal, if it is a limbal to limbal astigmatism, then you need a toric lens. So with the toric lens, you can correct up to. I have recently done a patient with a -1 with -4.5 cylinder. She is a 13-year-old girl. She has she represents India in competitions. She needs clear vision without glasses. So they don't want to worry about
Can
spectacles.
you quickly see the sourcing pattern because now you can see that correct sourcing pattern appearing very well. Can you get the phone? Yeah.
नहीं नहीं at least 24 hours. We need to close the doors.
You can see the patch. There is a fluorescein pulling. And again,
So once you if the fitting is fine, you ask the patient to sleep overnight and next morning the patient will visit the clinic to remove the lens, check the corneal topography. What we need to ensure is the connection is happening centrally. The lens is not getting decentered. So if the lens is getting decentered, then you have to modify the edge or the curves. So always remember it has to be centered. And for effective IOP control, please remember some of the red zone has to line up. And it should be a tune to a tune of +4.5.
okay. So we are going to remove this lens. Mustapani, I usually like to go with the suction because the lens doesn't fall out. There are two techniques. Madam has even I learned from madam. So the old technique is like you just get the lead pressure and remove. In that, what happens every time you do that, the lens warps, changes the shape. So and secondly, it can fall down and catch infection with that. So what you have to do is or suction cup, and that's easy. You make sure that lens remains there. The only thing is we don't ask patient to take it out like this, not 90 degrees. So slide it down, right or left, and then take it out. Suppose you have to put a little fluorescein drop, so make it a little loose. Otherwise, the effect can go or it can create a island.
So that's all the time I have for one quick demo because of a lot of time to time. So I'd like to thank you. I really enjoyed being here. And I take this opportunity to invite all of you to attend the Vision by Design conference in the month of September. So if anybody wants to learn ortho-K and myopia control, that's the conference to attend all across the world. And we are very fortunate to have Vision by Design in attending. So make sure you attend that. The website is www.bbdindia2019.com. bbdindia2019.com. Thank you.
Thank you, Yashwant. Thanks for your participation. Just to add on the VBD, this is just a teaser, just to get your enthusiasm awake. If you attend the VBD, we are going to teach you exactly step by step how to do it, and there is going to be a boot camp and all. So we'll remove the lens now. Yes. थोड़ा उसको close up दिखा दो. Yeah. Action is here. Yes, you can remove. Okay. So Yashwant, you want to remove? So see, look at him. Yeah, just touch there 90 degree. This is suction cup, don't use plunger. Plunger will suck it up. This is like enough pressure so that if the eye somehow holds it.
We need to put lubricant because this is not correct.
Some lubricant.
This is not the right fit.
Not fit. Yes. It is more. That's why you could see the.
But even all suction.
Toilet थोडंसं लूज करायला लागेल आधी डिस्लॉज करायला लागेल
It's not because it's
Look at
या
Look down. Moving it. Moving it.
आय एम नॉट यूज टू रिमूव्हिंग फ्रॉम
मी काढू का? आले.
Holding the lens.
आले.
Okay, it came out. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, if you see with one eye closed, do you see the difference in the vision? Little clear. See. So, if I allow this for another 15 minutes or half an hour, she will have -2 corrected. So now also she can make out slight differences in the vision. Every 1 hour of wear, sleep, 0.75 correction you get. That's a general thumb. So that's why we want 6 hours of sleep. So that we can actually -5. Thank you very much. So
Thank you.
so now can we have again back here? We want to use your left eye. Thank you, madam. So we'll just demonstrate a simple RGB lens, and that should be, end of our this thing. And then we'll go with the question answers, and then Dr. Usha is just waiting for me to finish this off. She has to rush home. So RGB lens, Madhvi. So we have RGB, a regular design, and RGB. Right now what I have is a Chandra casing. It's like rose scale lenses. So, but what is the difference between regular RGB and keratoconus is they have multiple curves. Because to accommodate that tone, you have multiple curves. So that is the rose scale design. Everybody has his own designs. I have my own designs, and there are so many other people with their own designs. So now she is not a keratoconus, so we'll just do with the regular RGB lens. So the power on the lens is -3. That is target power on the lens, and base curve is what? 7.6. She has just took out any lens from there. So what we do is, if you don't have a K reading in keratoconus patients, many times it happens that you don't get a keratoconus for K1, K2. So what you do is, whatever is the trial set, usually there are 20 lenses, you pick up the middle 10th lens, put it there. Then you see the fluorescent pattern. That is what I'm going to show, the fluorescent pattern. If it is a steep, then you want to go over a flatter side. So then you can pick up from this stage, divide the half. So second trial, then again steep or flat, then you can divide. And third lens is your final. Max, fourth lens is it's easy that way. So just Madhvi. Madhvi has been doing this contact lenses since many years with Dr. Sahu. And she has a lot of experience with RGB lenses.
just blink.
Yeah, she's feeling the awareness because I think left eye they never put a.
We put, but it was very fast.
So if you hold the upper lid for some time, never leave the upper lid. You put the lens on and just keep on talking with the patient. Don't leave the upper lid. Patient don't feel anything. The moment you leave the upper lid, she is going to feel, because that, yes.
Just touch the.
This is spherical RGB. So normally we follow 20-20 rule. So in that first 20 minutes, typically we give as the adaptation. So first 5 minutes, you ask the patient to keep your eyes closed and ask him that you are imagining that you are looking at your knee. Because generally when we close eyes goes up. Typically, that's our anatomical position of the eyeball. So ask the patient that they have to pretend that they have to look down at the floor or maybe at their knees, but they have to keep their eyes closed. After 5 minutes, they can open their eyes, but they have to keep looking at their knee. After that 5 minutes, they can look straight but don't look up. So, and then last 5 minutes, they can look wherever they want slowly. So that 5 minutes gap adaptation will help us to get the lens settle faster, and they get adapted to that easily.
So I want Ajit to speak on, because he said that successful, guaranteed, these that. So let us get his opinion. And So he wants to use the high-five system. And whenever we use it, Dr. Rohit has taken so much effort overnight to identify the might as well use vector system.
One second. Hospital?
Yeah.
Blue light.
Just put on the camera. That's it. That's good. I think we want you to talk, okay?
It's a good camera view.
Can you see that there is?
Tell us when you are seeing. You see the same. I imagine the same.
तिन्ही कसं करायचं रे? स्लिट लहान
So,
Yeah, sorry.
because pulling means it has created a plus lens. Clear lens, plus lens in front of the eye. If you do a overcorrection, you will get more than -5. Overcorrection means your power of the contact lens will be -6, -6. So then you make it a little flatter. You keep on flattening till the contact lens power, vertex distance corrected, matches with the spectacle power. That is the correct fit. Now after doing that, that is for the base curve changes. Once you get the correct base curve, but now your lens is too loose or it's moving haywire, then what you can do is you can increase the diameter. If you increase the diameter, then it will stabilize. Vice versa, if it is too tight, your base curve is good because it's matching with the power, but the lens is too tight, what you can do is you can reduce the diameter. So that way you can manipulate. So
This lens we actually need to wait for 20 minutes because excessive tearing may cause lot of pulling in the center and we may misjudge. So that it would be better to wait, make comfortable and then judge.
Under the care of ophthalmologist, you can do that. So this is for allergy. Sometimes we have to do tropicamide, you of course know. Some antibiotic eye drops after doing all this insertion removal. We put some antibiotic drops so that they don't carry the infection.
So it's not an antibiotic. The antibiotic will steroid.
LP, So with
LP is low
again, Then atropine, of course, we don't use this, but this I have because I used to prepare 0.5% out of that. Then Mitro is ready-made 0.01%. Then fluorescein, everybody knows fluorescein, but not many people have seen high glow. So high glow is used for soft contact lens because the molecule size is bigger. Then of course different kind of solutions. There is hydrogen peroxide is used regularly for all kind of RGB lenses. But sometimes we found that since it matches with the normal saline, one or two patients have actually filled the scleral lens with the hydrogen peroxide and inserted in the eye. So, to avoid that, now what we have is a hypochlor. This is 0.02%. It is absolutely safe. It's it will kill all the bacteria. Just put the lenses in 10 minutes in this, and the lens is sterile. And even if by mistake if it goes in the eye, it doesn't burn, no nothing. This is used highly in US now for dry eyes, meibomian gland dysfunctions, and all that with a different spray and this and that. So this is now coming big time in the market. So it's available in the US, UK, and India also. You have any questions? Anybody has any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you very much.